in our double bass lessons, lesson module 1, we're going to discuss when and how to use the double pedal here. There are 4 times I usually go to the pedal. We're going to discuss each one of those scenarios. But before we do that, I want to talk about 2 principles, underlying principles of using the double pedal that I look to. The first is, if I want to play a figure of notes that has no dynamics in it, that there's no accents inside of the figure, it's just machine gun-like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Most people would think you would want to only go to the pedal if you want to play faster than you could with one foot, but that's not true. This is another reason to go to the double pedal rather than playing it on one foot. Most of the stuff I play, 95% or more, I can play with one foot. I have the speed to do that. The issue is there's a natural dynamic interplay in the single pedal technique, and we spoke about this in the lesson modules for pedal technique. There's a natural big note and small note, so you're going to hear that dynamic interplay in every figure that you play. With the double pedal, it's more machine gun-like, so if I don't want dynamics, I can go to the double pedal for that and have more of a machine gun effect. That's not to say that I wouldn't add accents and do dynamics in double pedal figures as well, but primarily that would be one reason to go to it rather than just play it on the single pedal if the speed wasn't an issue. One of the other principles for me playing the double pedal is that I lead with the left foot a lot. And I do that because most of the time, if I lead with the left foot into a figure, I'm going to come out with the last note of the figure being on the right, which will allow me to play 2 rights in a row to play the downbeat as the second note. So the last note would be right, and then the downbeat right. So I can go ba-bum, right, 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 right. And that's a nice, strong downbeat hit with the right foot. I don't feel comfortable playing the downbeats with the left foot out of a fill. I can do it with my left hand, no problem, hitting cymbals, but as far as like supporting that with the left foot on the pedal, I don't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel real strong and powerful. And I'm so used to playing that right, 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 right. It's our samba bass drum pattern. We spoke about that in the Afro-Brazilian lesson modules. So those 2 principles are sort of underlying a primary left foot lead into most of the figures, and the fact that I would be going to that to alleviate some of the dynamic interplay in what I'm doing. So now, the 4 times that we would be going to use the double pedal, the 4 concepts for doing that. The first one being the end of a phrase. If I want the end of a phrase to be more powerful, more than just 2 notes, ba-bum. That's pretty much all I can do with power with one foot, bum-bum. It's not that I can't play flurries of 3 notes with one foot. I can, but they're not as powerful as they would be if I went to the double pedal. So I would play the end of a phrase, da-da-da-da-da-da, boom, 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 let's say, and lead into that da-da-dum, into that downbeat. So let me show you a couple basic ideas for playing the end of a phrase. I'm normally going to stick that, leading again with the left, and let's say we're coming out of a beat 4. So we're going 4E and downbeat. So it would be 4E and with the left, downbeat. 4E and downbeat. 4E and downbeat. I can also go to 3 notes as the end of the phrase. So it'd be 4, and then I would do right for that. 4E and downbeat. 4E and downbeat. 4E and downbeat. So 4E and downbeat. 4E and 1. 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 So let me just perform really quickly a couple of those end of phrase ideas, and you can see how that really adds some power to the end of the phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, you can change the rhythm and the subdivision from triplets, or phrase it differently, or break up the 16th note flow, however you want to do it. But it's the concept of those last notes of the phrases that you're playing being on the double pedal leading to the downbeat. The next way to use the double pedal would be for a riding pattern. What I mean by that is, instead of us concentrating on just having a riding pattern here with the riding hand, like maybe eighth notes, like in a rock groove or something like that, we're going to move the riding pattern down to the feet. So let's take a look at two common riding patterns for triplets and 16th notes. Now I would stick triplets, again, leading with the left. So my left will be on the downbeat. So it's going to be 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. For 16th notes, I'm going to lead with the left again, so that I come out with a right at the end of the 16th note phrase, so I can play my right downbeat. So here's the 16th notes. It would be, if I was doing them just single stroke, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. There's my two rights again into the downbeat. So let me demonstrate now playing the double pedal as a riding pattern and supporting the whole groove from down below. And obviously this is a very powerful sound. So we'll do triplets and 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the third reason that we might use the double pedal is to build a hand-foot combination figure. So we can still do that with one pedal, but obviously you can't do it as quickly as you could with two. And especially if you're going to do combinations of 4 on the feet. So let's just take a couple combinations here quickly and just talk about how that would work. For instance, I might do 2 with the hands, 2 with the feet. So that would be right, left, and then right, left with the foot. You can do the same sticking. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And I can still do that with one foot. But when I want to play combinations maybe with 3 on the foot, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe 4, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are only going to be possible with a double pedal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. Same with the 2s or 3s. You can move them around the toms and voice them in different ways. So let me give you a little demonstration here of using hand-foot combinations and what they would sound like. 1, 2, 3, 4. obviously it's a very powerful sound and you can build up the speed in doing that. The last reason to go to a double pedal in some of the things that you're playing is to build an ostinato underneath a solo. Now, an ostinato is a repetitive phrase that seems to just go on forever, and doing it on the double pedal can be very hip and very cool, especially for a solo idea. And it creates a nice bed of time for you to maybe have improvisation here with your hands on top of it or something like that. So let's do a little example of an ostinato on the double pedal. We'll do a basic one. We'll play left, right, right, left, right, right is the premise for it, but I'm going to add a diddle inside of that, and we'll talk about this in another lesson module as well, a little bit more in depth, but we're going to add a diddle inside that. So it's going to be left, right, right, left, right, right, and in between those rights we're going to play a diddle. Left, right, 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 left, right. Da, do, get, doom, da, do, get, doom, da, do, get, doom, da, do, get, doom. So we'll play that as an ostinato. That'll just kind of happen on our feet, and then we can have some form of improvisation here up with the hands. So let me just give you a demonstration of that. 1, 2, 3, and...